Did you wake up from a dream about a house and you don't know what it means? Well, if there's one thing I can certainly tell you, it's to never ignore this very common dream, because it has deep psychological meaning that your mind is trying to communicate to you. But the question is, will you hear the message? Welcome to Dream Mail. Welcome back to the show. My name is Jesse Lyon, a licensed mental health counselor, certified trauma hypnotherapist, and a dream interpreter. And this is the show where you send me dreams and I send you answers. And today we're talking all about houses. It's not just real estate, it's your mind's subconscious message. And so I'm going to share with you the latest of the emails that I've sent out to all of my beautiful, wonderful dreamer followers. If you would like to be a part of this email chain and get weekly updates about your dreams and what they mean, just subscribe for free down below. I'd love to send them to you. I don't really sell anything. I don't have anything to sell. I just would like to make your life better. And if you want to be part of the community, I'd love to have you join. This time we're talking about houses though, and they really are one of the most common dream symbols that I get. I would say second to maybe dreams about your ex-partner or like romantic dreams, and maybe kind of up there with dreams about your teeth falling out. Number like top 5 for sure. But let's jump into it. Let's get you some answers. Hey there, dreamer. Ever find yourself waking or walking through a strange house in a dream? Maybe it's your childhood home, or a mansion you've never seen, or your actual house, but suddenly it has 6 extra rooms and a creepy basement that definitely wasn't there before. Before you call your dream realtor, let's talk Jungian symbolism. And this is where it gets the most important. In dreams, a house symbolizes your mind. Jung would call this the psyche, right? Every hallway, door, and hidden space reflects a part of your psyche. And what we mean by that is the whole internal world of you. So Jung was, originally a pastor's kid, and so had a big spiritual sort of influence in his life. I would still say he's spiritual, but certainly not religious, was the impression I got from Carl Jung's work. And so when he says psyche, he means a little bit more than just like neuroscience in the brain. He also means like your soul, which he really just calls like your identity. Right? So it's not only the way that you think, but also who you are and your personality, your identity as a person. And so when you see the house, it symbolizes all of those things. You're exploring inside your own metaphorical home. So let's explore this blueprint together. What it means to dream about a house. According to Jungian psychoanalysis, which is really the school of psychoanalytic thought that I am most particular to, the house is one of the clearest symbols of the self. The totality of your inner life. All those different rooms, all those different parts symbolize different parts of you. We're going to get into that here. Each room, a different aspect of your identity. The attic, your higher thoughts and long forgotten memories, right? This is kind of like your logical structure. It's up top. It's the more sophisticated part of our animal nature. The basement, well, let's just say that's where your emotional skeletons are stored. This is deep in your subconscious. And sometimes things are buried in the basement. As we go through our life and have stress or trauma, we got to admit it, don't we? We do tend to bury things inside of our basement. When you dream about a house, your subconscious is literally giving you a tour of your inner architecture. So here's some common themes and what they mean. Your childhood home. Put a comment down below if you saw your childhood home. I would love to know which one of these is the most popular amongst my audience. But your childhood home is revisiting old versions of yourself. So pay attention if you had a lot of childhood homes as you grew up. Pay attention to which childhood home you dreamed about, because that's going to very specifically tell you we are dealing and revisiting and processing this part of our life, like maybe the ages 8 to 12, or maybe it was like 14 to 16, you had a different home. So notice which each one of them are. And a lot of people ask me this question, like, well, what if it's grandma's house? Well, think about your mind, the way that you think and the way that you learn to develop yourself based on what you learned at your time at grandma's house. That's what your mind is trying to explore. So paying attention to the nuance and the details of the houses will give you further detail about exactly what it is your mind's trying to communicate with you about. These old versions of yourself are often tied to identity, safety, or unresolved feelings, maybe some unresolved childhood trauma, perhaps. Bonus points if your dream self is just casually watching TV while your emotional trauma chills in the kitchen. What about if you discover new rooms? Again, put a comment down below if this is you. Surprise, you're growing. New rooms is great. It can be a little scary. It can be a little nerve-wracking. You don't know what's behind that door, but it's a good Sign: new rooms represent new potential parts of yourself you didn't know existed, or areas of healing just beginning to open up. You're not crazy, you're evolving. Sometimes those rooms are dark because we got to explore our darker feelings, our darker side. Sometimes it's a little bit too bright because our future is too bright. We don't know how to adjust to these new opportunities that we're seeing. What about a room you can't enter? That's your shadow. And this is a big Jungian term. I'm not just speaking spiritual here. Like, this is Jungian psychoanalysis uses this term of the shadow as almost like forgotten parts of the self, the hidden, repressed, or unaccepted parts of who you are. You're not ready to go in there just yet, but your subconscious just handed you the key. And that's okay. I think a lot of people come into my counseling office and want to get right to their shadow work. But if your shadow is hidden, or if there's memories that are hidden, your brain did that for a reason. Your life may not be in a stable enough place to handle all of that stuff, all those realizations about yourself just yet. And so trust your mind to guide you at the speed that it needs to go as you sort of work through some of these things. That's okay. Remember, sort of the whole moniker of the channel is your mind is not against you. It's just misunderstood. Trust it a little bit. You trust it, it trusts you. You're going to have a much better relationship. It's like a marriage, or like a boyfriend or girlfriend. Why these dreams matter. Here's the important part and why you should never ignore them. House dreams are the ultimate mirror. They show you exactly where you are emotionally and what you might be ready to clean up, explore, or renovate. Some things are nice, some things are dark, and we have to accept both parts of our mind because we need both parts of our mind. They're not warnings, they're invitations. The warning is, don't ignore them. Your mind isn't trying to scare you, it's trying to show you what's possible if you're brave enough to open the next door. That's the end of this email. I hope that helps. Let me know if you've got some specific versions of this dream that you'd like me to explore. And I want to invite you, if you've got a dream that you'd like to explore, you may have seen it in some of the other videos. I have a YouTube channel, a YouTube show called The Dream Show, where I bring on guests just like you and do a deep dive, a 1-hour invitation to what your subconscious mind is trying to tell you. If you subscribe to these emails, the application's right there. It's also in the description down below. Until then, sweet dreams, and I'll see you next time. Bye.